In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT in NBA 2K23 Myteam. These are honestly going to be some of the best cards at their position for only about 100,000 MT. So let's just get right into the top 5. First card I want to talk about is going to be from the flash forward set, and that is going to be Galaxy Donald. You guys can see right here, he's got about a minute 20 left on his time bid, and he's going to be going for about 100,000 MT. He might be a little bit more like 110 or 120,000 MT sometimes. I mean, I got my Donald for literally 107,000 MT. I think it was like 107 or 110,000 MT. So you can definitely find this card for around 100,000 MT, and he's going to be a really good point guard. He is 6'3", so maybe a little bit undersized if you like running guys like Penny Hardaway or Magic Johnson. But I mean, offensively, he's going to be a super good point guard. 93 3 ball, 92 mid range. He's going to be good at going to the rim. Even though he only has an 80 driving dunk, he actually dunks a lot more than you would think and has some really good dunking animations. So that 80 dunk feels more like a 90 or 95 in game. Ball handle, he does have a 94 ball handle and a 95 pass accuracy. So ball handle can be really nice, going to be really good with the ball in his hands. And then looking at his defensive stats, I mean, they're actually pretty solid for a point guard who's a bit undersized. He's got a 79 block, 78 interior defense, which is pretty good for a shorter point guard. And then he does have a 95 steal and a 95 perimeter defense. Speed wise, he's also going to be super fast, 95 speed, 95 acceleration with a 95 speed with the ball. I mean, all around, Donald going to be a super good point guard, at least stats and badges wise. And then jump shot wise, he does have a really good jump shot. He's got the Derrick Rose base, Rudy Gay upper on quick timing. So he's got a really good release that's on quick timing, and he does have some really good dribble sigs as well. And then badges wise, he's got 12 in Hall of Fame, including limitless range, clamp breaker, dimer, floor general, hails for days, hyperdrive, quick first step, unpluckable, challenger, clamps, glove, and menace as well. So some amazing Hall of Fame badges on Donald. And then he also does have 35 gold badges. All around, guys, I mean, I think Donald is the best point guard in the game, and the fact that you can get him for around 100,000 MT, I do believe is going to be really good value and a really good pickup for most people, especially if you like using shorter point guards. If you only like using, taller point guards, and I think Penny Hardaway could definitely be another really good option. I'm not exactly sure if he's under 100,000 MT or if he's 100,000 MT, but if he is, he could definitely be somewhere in this top 5. So I'll throw Penny Hardaway kind of as an honorable mention, but Donald is going to be the first card we talk about. Another card in the flash forward set for about 100,000 MT is going to be the Galaxy Chase. Once again, just like Donald, I mean, I bought mine for about 110,000 MT, maybe 115,000, but you can definitely find this card for around 100,000 MT. And in my opinion, I do believe he's the second best power forward in the game, which is going to be really good value for a card that only goes for 100,000 MT and is the second best power forward. He's 6'8", so you might think a little bit undersized, but he's going to be super nice on the offensive end, having a 93 ball, 93 mid range. He's got an 80 standing dunk, 85 driving dunk. I mean, offensively, this card is going to be one of the best offensive power forwards in the game. And defensively, stats wise, he does actually have some pretty good stats. Let me find one without a shoe, if there's any. Yeah, let me find without a shoe so I can show you guys his base stats without any shoe upgrades. But looking at his defensive stats, he does have a 92 block, 88 interior defense, 88 perimeter with an 83 steal. So he has some really good defensive stats for being only 6'8" at the power forward position. And then he's also super fast, 89 speed, 89 acceleration with an 88 speed with ball. Taking a look at his badges, he's also got 12 in Hall of Fame, including backdown punisher, bully, dream shake, giant slayer, masher, post-bank technician, catch and shoot, corner specialist, limitless range, mini magician, anchor, and brick wall as well. And then just like Donald, he does have 35 gold badges. I think for me, he is going to be not necessarily ranked in order, but he's going to be the second card for under 100,000 MT. Now going over to the season 4 set, guys, I do want to talk about a lock-in, and the first lock-in here is going to be Diamond Joe Smith. I think if you lock in his entire set, it's going to be around 100,000 MT, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I mean, you can see right here, for example, I would say I've been looking for this card's price. I would say on average you can buy each card for about 5,000 MT. There might be some that are like more rare, like maybe there's some sapphires that go for a little bit more. Like for example, the CJ Miles card, like how much does he go for? He goes for about 8,000 MT, maybe 6,000. I mean, I would say on average each card is about 5,000 MT to buy, and there's going to be 15 cards in the set. So 10 times 5 is 50,000, right? 5,000 MT times 10 is going to be 50,000. So I'd say it's about like 75,000 MT around to buy this card. So definitely going to be under 100,000 MT, and he is honestly going to be one of the best small forwards in the game. I'm pretty sure I can show you guys if I go over to this section. I think it is, yeah, right here. If I go over to this section, you guys can see he's going to be a small forward, power forward, 6'10", so really good height for that small forward position, and you can run him at power forward if you wanted to as well. Looking at his stats, he does have an 84 mid-range, 91 3 ball, 85 standing dunk, 95 driving dunk, so he's going to be super nice on the offensive end. Defensively, I mean, his stats are very well rounded, 85 block, 92 steal with a 90 perimeter defense, defense and a 90 interior defense as well. So he's going to be a great defender, especially being 6'10" at the small forward position. And then he's also super fast, 93 speed, 93 acceleration with a 92 speed with ball. Looking at his badges, he does have 6 on Hall of Fame, including bully, fast switch, limitless takeoff, posterizer, claim breaker, and quick first step as well. I mean, these two badges right here, claim breaker and quick first step, these two being on Hall of Fame, especially for a 6'10" small forward, is going to be super nice to have. And then he also does have 37 gold badges, which is ridiculous for a diamond card. So I mean, guys, he's not going to be the best small forward in the game, but for only locking in about 75,000 MT, you are going to get one of the best small forwards in the game, at least in my opinion. I would say he's probably up there being with the top 5 small forwards. And then guys, going to talk about another lock-in. I do want to talk about the pink diamond Harrison Barnes. Now, he is going to be a diamond right away, and then you actually have to evo the card. I would say his set might be a little bit more expensive than Joe Smith. I think his set might be like around 100,000 MT, maybe a little bit more, I would say, because for some reason these cards are a little bit more expensive, but maybe they're around the same price, honestly. Yeah, I would say they're about the same price. I know some of the sapphires in the set used to go for a decent amount. I'm not exactly sure if they go for much anymore, so I'd say around 100,000 MT. You can see like this Trey Man is about 10,000, so about 100,000 MT for Harrison Barnes, maybe a little bit more, to be honest. And then looking at this card, I can't exactly show you his evoed stats. I'm pretty sure I can't, but at least looking at his offensive stats, because his defensive stats aren't going to be the best, but pretend he has good defense, because that's what the evo does. Yes, on his diamond card he only has a 95 or a 65 block, 67 steal, but on his pink diamond, once you evo him, he has like 88 steal, 88 block. Like, he has some really good all-around defensive stats in the high 80s, and I think sometimes are low 90s. I think it's like either high 80s or low 90s for his defensive stats, but offensively he does have an 89 3 ball, 89 mid-range. He's going to be a super good slasher with a 95 driving dunk. I mean, the thing about this Harrison Barnes card is his stats don't look to be anything too crazy, but in game he has a really good jump shot and some really good dribble sigs as well. So he's going to be the 4th best card for under 100,000 MT. And then finally, guys, the last card I want to talk about is also going to be in the Flash Forward set, and it is going to be Galaxy Silbakazi Russell. Now, he might be a little bit more and then 100,000 MT. I've seen this card go for about 110, 125,000 MT, but I feel like it was still, you know, necessary that he could be somewhere in this top 5 just because of how good he is at the shooting guard spot. He's 6'5", so maybe a little bit undersized, but for the offense he brings, he is definitely going to be worth it. He has a 93 ball, 90 mid-range, 95 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, one of the best offensive shooting guards in the game. And then defensively, his stats are going to be very decent: 80 block, 90 steal, 93 perimeter with an 80 interior defense. And then if you take a look at his speed, he's got 94 speed, 93 acceleration, I think it is, with a 90 speed with ball. I mean, the shoot boost kind of throw me off, but these are going to be his stats with a shoot boost added. And all around, he's going to have 12 Hall of Fame badges, including bully, fast switch, fearless finisher, posterizer, catch and shoot, corner specialist, ankle breaker, claim breaker, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos, and quick first step as well. Also, just like Donald and Dolph Shays, are going to have 35 gold badges, which are going to be really, really nice to have on your Galaxy Opal card. So the fact that you can get some Galaxy Opals for 100,000 MT, I do believe is going to be really good value. So just to go over the cards once again, the 3 cards in the Flash Forward set are going to be Don Old, Dolph Shays, and Kazi Russell. They're going to be, you know, top 5 cards for under 100,000 MT. And then the 4th card is going to be from these season 3, I don't even know what they're called, season 3 select sets, or no, season 3 New Year's resolution sets for this Harrison Barnes that you can evo to a pink diamond. I do believe he's going to be a top 5 card for under 100,000 MT. And then finally, from the season 4 Lunar New Year's set is going to be the Diamond Joe Smith. So let me know in the comment section down below some other really good cards for under 100,000 MT, and let me know what you guys would change up on my top 5, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.